From DebisDesignDiary.com, this is Serial DIY, one house repurposed week by week. I'm Deborah Beard. This is episode 7, Chippy Drippy Paint Finish. I found this small buffet at a local consignment shop. I thought it would be perfect for the Adobe textured clay finish with the staining gel look that I wanted for my living room. Clear liquid patina will turn any paint into a staining gel. Layer color on top of color for a beautiful blended look, or allow to run down the edges for a drippy look. When I decided to do this, everything in the house must be DIY. I had no idea that it was going to take this long. My bedroom is nothing but an air mattress. This is the couch that I painted in episode 1. And so I spend all of my time in the kitchen. The thing is that I end up in really close proximity to the refrigerator, and that's not good. I'm trying to make it so that you can't see up my skirt because this wasn't probably the best choice of things to wear. This is the very first thing we need to put on. Hey sailor, and the phone is ringing. Going right over the top of this varnished surface without sanding, stripping, or priming because DIY paint covers almost anything without the prep work. I want it to look like I got it out of an old adobe house in New Mexico and it was just covered in years of dust and there's been layers and layers of paint on it and then it slowly wore away. So I don't know if that's a style or not, but that's the look that I'm going for. DIY is a clay-based paint which allows you to create a variety of textures easily without mixing in any type of thickening compound. For this look, I'm spreading paint on with a putty knife and allowing it to set up to about 90% dry. Then I'm scraping away the clay-like substance and smushing it back in just a few detailed areas of the buffet. After the paint has dried completely, sand down the rough areas and reveal the texture. You can see the variegation of color by simply buffing the surface with a cloth or a sock. You can actually polish the clay in the paint and create a sheen without a top coat if desired. Mix the liquid patina with the paint color of your choice and then it's a staining gel. So it will look like layers of paint that have just kind of feathered out and weathered out, and you can actually lay colors on top of colors. You just need a little bit of it for the whole piece of furniture. Mix together 3 parts liquid patina and 1 part paint to create your own custom staining gel in any color you like. For this project, I just needed a few tablespoons of Old 57 and Queen Bee. Where the furniture comes together and all the nooks and crannies and then the detailed areas, you put your finger right into the staining gel and you kind of blend it. You get it on there very lightly and then you can let it drip down on the edges if you want. See, I've already started doing it and it just creates this very gentle, weathered, authentic kind of, I can't really explain it, but it's good. Apply the staining gel in the corners, outline, and detailed areas of furniture, blending with your fingers or a cloth. As the gel dries, it becomes slightly transparent and can have a glazed effect. After it dries completely, use sandpaper if desired to blend the color and bring out more texture. Here I applied straight paint for a heavier, chippier look. Without the gel, it takes more time in sanding to blend. I use my electric sander very lightly over the paint to give it a worn texture. This is the clear wax right here. We're going to put that on first, and then we're going to put the dark wax over that to just deepen the color. This has 4 ingredients. It's not flammable, it's not hazardous, it smells really like nothing at all. There's no smell. You can stick your nose right in it and it doesn't have any kind of toxic chemicals or harsh odors or flammable substance. You stick the brush in the wax and you just need a little bit. You sweep it across the furniture. It's going to deepen the color dramatically, and then it's buttery, smooth, delicious looking. Apply a thin layer of clear wax, working it into the surface with a brush. You can see here that the color will deepen a lot, but it will even out and dry much lighter. Resist the temptation to apply too much wax and allow it to sit overnight, and then buff with a soft cloth. Because I used a darker paint color, I applied dark wax right over the clear wax for a deeper shade of blue. If you use dark wax on pale shades, you will want to use it sparingly. Every DIYer has a very competitive streak, at least most of us do. Jeremy Rabe, thank you for the challenge. I accepted. Jeremy was fierce competition when we went to the Hallmark Channel, and he challenged me to a DIY showdown. Now I have a chance to compete with him again, and I am gonna rise to the occasion. They're shims. You get them at the hardware store. I'm gonna take these shims and I'm gonna make something with it. I'm not sure what yet. I've been looking on Pinterest for hours and hours, and I can't decide what I wanna do. So I need some suggestions. Let me know, because I've gotta make something at least as good as Jeremy's headboard. If you want to follow Jeremy, I put all of his links below. His videos are super fun to watch. Subscribe to Jeremy, check out his shim headboard video, and tell him that I sent you in the links below. For more details on this project or to find DIY paint in your area, visit my website. Links are in the description box. Thanks for watching.